What's up guys, Alex is here, GuitarForce.com. Today we're going to take a look at Lotta Love by Led Zeppelin. And I'm sure that most people know how to play the main riff of the song, although there is a little small detail that Jimmy did in the main riff, and not everybody knows, so I'm going to show it in this lesson. So if you're interested, stick around. I'm sure that most of the people are here for the solo licks, and we're going to cover that as well. The tabs and the backing track are going to be available at GuitarForce.com for free. And tuning for this lesson is going to be standard. For the sound, I was using the VST plugin Guitar Rig. I'm going to show you the picture of the preset right now. While you're checking it out, I'm going to play you my low E string so you can tune up and play along with this lesson. Alright guys, so without further ado, let's go for the close-up and start this lesson. Alright, so the main riff of the song goes like this. So we're gonna break this riff into two parts, the first one with the slides. And here we're sliding into the 7th fret on the low E string. Then we play 5th fret on the A string, slightly bending it up, and at the same time playing the D string open. So you get these two kind of dissonant sound, and that is because we're playing the same note, but one note we're bending it up a little bit, so that's why it kind of goes out of tune. And that's the little trick that not everybody knows that Jimmy did, and it sounds like it's two guitars, but it's actually one. So we have this. So we play it 2 times. First one is the slide on the low E string, and then without the slide, just picking the note. Okay, and then the second part of the riff is. Alright, so pretty simple. We play the E power chord in this position right here with the low E string open, and then we alternate that with the palm muted low E string 3 times. So we have, okay, that figure. Now structure wise, the intro riff that we played just on the guitar, we played for 6 times, and then 7th time we hit the E power chord twice, like that. So all together is going to be like this, slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You see, so the 7th time I did this, hitting the chord 2 times. Then we go back to the beginning of the riff, so to the first part. And here the bass comes in, so we play with the bass the same figure, again 7 times. Like that. And then after that, basically the vocal comes in. And now structure-wise it's going to be a little bit shorter. In other words, we're going to be playing the slides every 4th time. So we started with the slide actually, so it's the first time. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we play the second part of the riff 3 times, and then we play the slides, the first part. 1, 2, 3. And so on and so forth. So we play this riff for the rest of the song just like that. There is another riff which is played during sort of chorus, if we can call it like that, and it goes like this. So essentially we take the second part of the main riff of the song, right, and then we alternate that with the D major chord. Just playing it a few times. I play it with an upstroke because it follows on the off beat. And then we get back to the to the main part of the riff, of the first riff. And I use just the part of the D chord. I'm not playing the whole chord. You can if you want to, but I just stay in one position and simply shift to this first finger and concentrating kind of on these three strings with an upstroke. Like that. And that's pretty much the second riff of the song. Okay, so before we go to the solo, I have to mention a couple of things. The rhythm guitar during the solo is just playing, you know, just hitting the E power chord twice, and we'll do it for 6 times, while the lead guitar is playing some licks over it. After that we go back to the main riff of the song, and also the second riff, which is during kind of chorus, and then we have a break where Robert is doing his thing with vocals, and there during the break we have just 2 chords going on, which goes like this. So basically we are just playing the E power chord and then A major, like that. And then we get back to playing the main riff of the song. Now during this last part, when we play this riff, there is an alternative version of this riff, and it goes like this. So all together with the main riff of the song is going to be like this. Okay, so as you can see, we alternate between these 2 variations, and the second variation is simply sliding into the 12th fret on the A string, going to 11. So we play the first slide as we did for the main riff of the song, back to 7th fret on the low E, but then we slide into the A string, like I said, 12th fret to 11, and you can play with the low E string open as well, kind of give it a little bit more, you know, a little bit more of thickness, if you will. You can play these 2 notes here on the D string on the 7th and 6th frets, but it sounds like Jimmy sliding into these notes. Okay, so we alternate between these 2 riffs, and structure-wise it's a little bit weird. Sometimes he plays the main riff of the song 2 times, and then he alternates playing 1 time the alternate riff, and then 1 time the main riff. So just listen carefully if you want to, but in general it's just alternating between these 2 riffs. So just one more time as an example, goes like this. Alright, so that's pretty much it for the rhythm guitar. Now on to the solo. Alright, so for the solo we have 6 licks, and as a side note, when Jimmy is playing the first lick, he's engaging the Y in the beginning and then leaves it on the same level as a filter, so it adds to the sound. So it goes like this. Okay, so in the beginning of the lick he switches it on, and then he leaves it in one position, so it gives this certain sound to the guitar. I'm going to disengage the wah and just just to show you the licks themselves. So the first one goes like this. So we start off with kind of unison bend. So we're bending the G string 14 frets and at the same time fretting the 12th fret on the B string. Then we pick the B string on the 12th fret again, then 12 on high E, then we have a pull off 15 to 12 on the B string, then onto the G we have, so it's 15, 14, 12, and then pull offs, and then we have pull off 14 to 12 on the same string, and then bending up the 14th fret. So all together slowly is going to be like this. And pay close attention to the rhythm of the licks, because that's the essence of the whole thing. You know, it's not as much the notes that we're playing, but it's actually the duration, how long. Some of the notes are longer, some of the notes are shorter, so that's the essence of it. And it's kind of goes in, you know, it has kind of swing feel to it. So that's the first lick. Second lick. Okay, so here we go back to the first position, second fret actually. So we slide into the 4th fret of the G string, then we pick 3rd fret on the B, back sliding from the 4th fret down to the 2nd on the G string, and down to the 2nd fret. Then we have open G string, then we have a pull off 2nd to the open, and then picking the G string open again, another pull off 2nd to the open, then we go on to the D string, and it goes faster from here. So we have 2 pull offs, 2nd to the open on the D string, 2nd to the open on the low E, on the A, and then open low E. So all together slowly is going to be like this. One more time. Okay, so that's the second lick. Third lick. So we go back up again to the 12th position. So everything is based here on the E minor pentatonic E blues scale. So we start off with the bend on the G string, 14th fret, 12 on B, 12 on high E. Then we play 2 bends on the 15th fret of the B string. And as you play the second bend, you hold the string up, you pick the high E on the 15th fret again, and you play another bend on the B string, 15th fret. So all together. And add some vibrato. One more time, the whole lick, slowly. Next lick. So we go up to the 17th fret on the B string. We play 17, 20, bend up, quite a huge bend here, and gradually release it. Then we play again 17 on B, 18 on G, 20 to 17 on B, and add in some vibrato. One more time. Next lick. Now, this lick is a little bit strange, and I'm going to explain it in just a moment. So we start off with the 17th fret on the B string, bending up the high E string on the 19th fret, kind of step and a half, and then we bring it down and play 19, 18, and when you bend up the string, you kind of cut it off like that, and then the next 2 notes you play them in a staccato way, meaning short notes, there are a little rest in between them. Then we have 17 on the high E string, then we go to the B string, 20th fret, Now the next note is a question mark, because I think that Jimmy is maybe he did something with the wah, or maybe he played it somehow catching the string with the side of his finger or something like that. But this note is, like I said, is under the question mark, and it's because on some of the tabs I've seen that they actually show not the high E string but the B string on the 17th fret. Now to me it sounds like it's on a high E string, although I'm not going to argue, because the funny thing is when you play the lick and you play it both ways, it sounds good both ways. So you know, that's just one of those things that you don't know for sure what he played. So one variation is you can play the high E string on the 17th fret, then we have, it's actually 17, then we go to the B string 20 to 17, or you play 17, 20, 17 on the B string. Okay, so all together slowly is going to be like this, or like that. So I mean, it's up to you which variation you want to use. By all means use that. So one more time, the lick. And again, the whole essence here is in the rhythm. And then the last lick is going to go like this. So we play on a B string 17, 19, then we bend it up, bend the string one more time, slightly higher, and then we play 17 to 19 on a high E, going back to 17 on the B string. So one more time. Sorry, one more time. So these are the licks that are being played during the solo. I'm going to play them one more time. Slowly, all of the licks together goes like this. Alright guys, so this brings us to the end of this lesson. Hope you liked it. If you did like it, please hit the like button. Also comment, share, subscribe if you're new to my channel. Don't forget to visit GuitarForce.com for more guitar related stuff. In the meantime, I'll see you again. Take it easy, and as always, let the force be with you.